Hello, biology students, and happy Monday. So we are in a new week. All right, for you virtual folks out there, I'm going to go ahead and talk about what we are going to be doing this week and what our assignment is for today. So go ahead and look at your calendar. So on that calendar, everything is updated. So if you're a virtual student, you're going to go ahead and complete this card sort activity. So this activity is going to walk you through essentially identifying what are the characteristics of life, which is going to be our topic for Monday, Tuesday in class for our hybrid folks. So you'll go ahead and click on it. For you, it'll ask you to make a copy of the document. So you can go ahead and do that. You might want to go ahead and save your copy somewhere so you can reference it again, because this might be useful to study for the test, which is on Thursday and Friday. So what you're going to do is answer the question, is it living? So first, read the directions here. So you're going to go ahead and essentially, because you're not in class physically, virtual folks, you're just going to go ahead and sort these different images into two categories based on whether or not they are biotic or living and abiotic or non-living. So the biotic can be currently alive, once alive, or having the potential to become alive. So you will go ahead and sort these. So for example, if I think that a river is not alive, I would go ahead and move it over here. So I want you to sort those into two groups. And then once you have done that, I want you to create some rules that all living things have to have and plop these down into the purple boxes. And on our unit packet assignment, you are going to find that there's 7 to 8 different characteristics of life. So for example, if I think all living things are orange, which isn't going to be true, but if I think that, you can go ahead and type that in there. So I want you to complete that. That is just a quick introductory activity. Then after that, so we'll go ahead and close out of that. I would like you to go ahead and complete pages 7 through 11 in your Unit 1 biology packet. So you had previously submitted this under the Unit 1 biology packet assignment. So you will go ahead, I have returned all of your documents, so you will go ahead and keep working on that same document. So say we are biology hour 3, you'll go to classwork. Even though it's past the due date, you're just going to go ahead and click on your same document. For example, I'm going to pick on a random person. If I am Amanda, I would go ahead and just work from my document. And you're going to work on pages 7 through 11, which corresponds to our characteristics of life. So you should already have pages 1 through 5 all done. 1 through 5 should be good. Which, good job, Amanda. You are all set there. So then, starting on page 7, here is the characteristics of life POGIL. So you will go ahead and read this passage and then summarize it. Write a short one-sentence summary would be best. So do that for each of these characteristics. You're going to see we've got a total of 8 characteristics that are required to make something a living being. So read these, summarize them, please. Then, once you are done with pages 7 through 10, that summary, I want you to also go ahead and complete page 11, which is going to be these tables that essentially ask you to list the characteristics of life and describe them in your own words. So I would like you to go ahead and do that. So for example, if we have homeostasis as one of them, I would list that here and I would describe what that means to me. So try to put those in your own words, because on the test you'll have to kind of have a common understanding of what those mean. So it doesn't pay to just copy and paste. So we want you to think about what that means to you, put it in your own words, and then go ahead and complete this matching exercise. So read the observation, read the scenario. That boy shot up 5 inches in only 1 year. So for example, what is the boy doing in this example? He's growing and developing. So growth and development. I gave you a freebie on that one. That would be the answer for that one, and I don't want to give Amanda the correct answer, so we will go ahead and erase that. You don't have to complete page 12. Page 12 is just a practice ACT thing, but if you want to just mentally go through, these are good examples of what you might encounter on, say, the ACT when you take it as a junior. So no need to worry about that for 2 years. Got plenty of time. So, all right, if we go back into the calendar, if you've completed the pages 7 through 11, you'll go ahead and submit those on that same assignment. So resubmit those. The whole packet's going to be due it's going to be due actually Tuesday night, which I realize is kind of a smaller window, but the reason why is we're not going to have time to go over it in class, so I'm going to post the key for it on Wednesday, but I want you to turn it in before I post the key, because once I post the key, any submissions at that point would be considered late and only accepted for 60% credit. So make sure you turn that in on time. So maybe prioritize that on your list ahead of some other things that are due a little bit further out. And then you'll see review for your test. So using that unit packet, and you'll be able to see the key once I open it up on Wednesday. Using that unit packet as well as 2 Quizlets. So there's a couple Quizlets made for you. You're going to study for your test. And your test will be on Thursday or Friday. So we're going to have to see when we kind of proctor the test for you virtual folks, but essentially the cohort A will take it on Thursday, cohort B will take it on Friday. So stay posted, stay tuned about when you folks will be taking it, but likely you'd be taking it on the same day as, say, or we'll have to figure that out. So I don't want to speculate too much on that. All right, so let me show you those Quizlets that are study tools for that test. So, all right, let's take a peek. So if we first look at our scientific method flashcards, let's get those loaded up. See if we can do that. All right. So I would really recommend going through these flashcards and completing these. So essentially, biology is the study of life, but of course, so you can use flashcards, you can write them out, you can take a test. We can even take this brief test together right here. What is the independent variable and dependent variable in this data table? How does this table organize the variables? So essentially, as the pH changes, our plant growth changes. So our pH is independent, our plant growth is dependent, and it will give you the answers. So if we were to go down to this one, what is the independent and dependent variables in this graph? You might have to zoom in on the graph a little bit, but it looks like the independent variable is time. But I would have to read a little bit closer there. So you can always zoom in on your screen. Same as a manipulated variable, that would be A. Controlled variables would be B, they're kept the same. Same as a responding variable, that's C. And then the goal of science is to investigate natural world, so on and so forth. D and E, the study of. So they will give you all the correct answers once upon submitting your responses. So please use that as a resource. There's also another one on the characteristics of life. I would highly recommend doing both of them and taking the test on both of them. The characteristics of life will be a little bit shorter just because there's only 8 characteristics of life. So for example, change over time, the process by which modern organisms have descended from ancient organisms. So this would not be reproduction. This would be evolution. So that would be false, so on and so forth. You can go ahead and answer these questions. Living things make more of their species, so that would be reproduction, right? Just based on what you'll see in that packet from the reading. So that is going to conclude what we're going to talk about on Monday, Tuesday. So virtual, that's what you'll be doing. First, the card sort activity. which all of this can be found in the calendar, card sort activity, unit packet, and then review for your test later on in the week. And more details on the test to follow. On Wednesday, the unit packet answer key will open up, so make sure you submit your unit packet by midnight Tuesday night. All right, everybody, take care and have a good start to this week, and happy studying. Bye.